like coming for me. I had no time to work. I had to deal with like family shit. I had no time to work. I had no time to do anything. Like it was just like a mess. But I was still chilling because I was like, I still got my money. My money's still pretty consistent whether I'm working or not. So I was like, it's fine, whatever. Took a break. Then when I tried to get back into it, I was like, oh my god, all my social medias are like dead. Like I have the followers, but it's like because I haven't posted in so long, because I haven't been active, people like didn't care. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. And then I rebranded because I came out as a lesbian publicly. And I had to rebrand everything. I had to rebrand my name, my post, the way that I tweet, the way that I talk, like everything, the way everything goes. I had to like rebrand everything. So yeah. Um what was I gonna say? Yeah, I rebranded, I changed everything. Now I'm kind of more of like, I don't know, because I was thinking, I feel like I'm starting from the bottom. Not really starting from the bottom, because I still have my followers, I still have my platforms, I still have something, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's kind of, you're starting from like square one. So I'm like, do I really want to put my all into being like an adult content creator? You know what I mean? Do I really want to do that? Do I really though? Not really. Like I do, but I don't want that to be my main thing. So
Ness on the beat.
I don't know if I should keep asking my question or not. Whatever. But honestly, like if I could choose to do anything right now, a money move that I really, really want to make. Why am I dying? A money move that I really want to make is I want to do like a couples influencer thing. I'm sorry. Like every time I look at my girlfriend, I just see money. Like we could make so much money. I know it. I'm plus size, she's petite. We already look like we're already grabbing attention just by her being so little and me being so big. Already got your attention. I'm light skinned, she's dark skinned. We both pretty in the face. Like we're both pretty. She's a stud, I'm a femme. There's so much money to be made there. We both have personalities. Like we could just, and it's like the stuff that we do is so cute. And I told her, like, I'm trying to get her into it, right? Because she's not really like a, that just scared the fuck out of me. Someone was like fire escape. Anyways. I just want to do couples content. And I told her, I was like, I think we could get so much money off that. Especially because, like, there's so much there. There's so much potential. Like, we're both two pretty lesbians in New York City. Everything we do is aesthetic. We could go on a date right now and make it look so aesthetic. I could surprise her with a little surprise because my love language is gifts. I'm always getting her gifts. Either way. Imagine if I recorded. Like, that's what I really want to do. But I don't know if I'm going to get her on board with that. I'm slowly starting to post her, like, more and more and getting her used to getting the attention. I went live with her a couple of times. I'm trying to get her more on, like... But I don't know. There's so much money to be made there. I know it. And I've been wanting to be a couple influencer for so long because my ex was a Capricorn. He was a man, but he was also very pretty in the face. And he was a Capricorn, and I feel like we would have made so much money together. And he would always tell me, like, you should post this, you should post that, you should do this today, you should work with this. And he would make me so much money. So ever since I was dating that man, I was like, I want to be a couple influencer. But he was like, I don't want to be posted. I don't want to be associated with you. So I'm like, all right. This girl, I feel like she's so moldable. I need it. I'm trying so hard to do that. Like, that's my goal. And if it's not gonna be with her, I'll find the right bitch. I will. There's potential there, and I want it so bad. Someone just said Drake or Kendrick. Oh yeah, let's talk about it. How long have you guys been together? Wait, Blue, may I ask a personal question? Yeah, you can. Love the hair, thank you. Looks really good, thank you. I understand that you were a lesbian. When did you find that out? Like, little. Alright, hold on. First of all, how long have you guys been together? We have been together for like a month officially, but we've been like fucking with each other exclusively since March. So, but I know her since I was 15. I'm 22 now. I know her since I was 15. We were friends for a while. What the hell was that? Okay, anyways. I don't know what just happened. But yeah, I know her since I was 15. But technically we've been together for a month. Okay, so I understand you are a lesbian. When did you find that out? Okay, bro, I always talk about this shit. Basically, I knew since I was like 5. Like, I just knew. I just always knew. But I was like so in denial. I was so lost and confused. Basically, when I was in kindergarten, I had a best friend that, you know, that was like my little girlfriend. And all I knew, I didn't really think about it, but I remember seeing movies and stuff about like boyfriends and stuff, and I was like, oh, she's my little girlfriend. But I didn't really think it was like a lesbian thing, you know what I mean? I didn't know what that was. I was just like, oh, she's my little girlfriend, I like her, whatever. And then like every year I had a crush on a girl. I always had crushes on a girl. It was someone, my friends or whatever. Even like movies, I would watch movies and I would always have like crushes on a girl. So yeah, I don't know. And then I remember like the Ellen show started happening when I was pretty little, maybe like first grade or something. And I remember how like people used to talk about Ellen. Where they were like, oh my god, she's so like, I can't even say it, but they would just talk shit. They would just talk shit about Ellen. And then that's when I realized, because I was little and I would be like, oh, so that's wrong. Oh, so then I'm wrong. So then I was like, oh, there's something wrong with me. And then I was like, oh, I need to hide this. And I need to hide this now. Like, I need to hide it now. So I think in like third grade, my mom started like really pushing like guys onto me. Like, I remember she would be like, oh, do you have a crush on a guy in your class? Like, who's your crush? Like, oh, like, we'd watch movies and she would be like, isn't that guy so cute? Which one do you like? You like this guy or you like that guy? And it was always like, she would ask me what guy I liked and I was like, girl, none of them. But I had to lie. So whatever my mom liked, I molded into that. And I was like, yeah, sure, I like that one. Sure, yeah, okay, I like this one. Yeah, cool. Then I had to find a crush quickly. And I remember like third grade or fourth grade or something, I picked the most chaotic little man to have a crush on. And yeah. But like my first everything was with a girl. My first love ever was in high school when I was 14. This guy that looked like a girl, like literally looked like a girl. Like everybody used to tell me he looks like a girl. I don't know how nobody caught on to that, but that was my first love. This little petite, little short man with long hair and very feminine features. Like, that was my first love. Dealt with that man for like 7 years. I had a girlfriend. Okay, listen. I had a girlfriend in like freshman year, but it was like a whatever, like, you know those little fake relationships that last like a week or two. It was one of those. And I remember like I got caught for something. Oh, I was in the hospital and I got drug tested, and like obviously like stuff came back. So that's how my mom found out that I was even like on anything. So I was already in trouble for that. So when I got in trouble for that, I was like, and I have a girlfriend. And she was like, okay, like, girl, focus on the topic at hand. Like, what the hell do I gotta do anything? But I was just like, yeah, and I got a girlfriend, because I was like, well, I'm already in trouble. So I mean, let's add on to that. So so yeah, after that, I just kept jacking my girlfriend, and my family was like, all right, whatever. Like, really, nobody cares. We're more worried about like what you're on. So I kind of got them used to me being bi. Like, nobody really had an issue with me being bi. They were just like, oh, whatever. And then what happened? Okay, as an adult, now going into adult years, I think like when I was like 20, 21, that was when it happened the most, because that was when I got like fully sober. And my friends were always like, you're a lesbian. And I was like, no, I'm not. And they would be like, yes, you are. And I was like, no, like, I know myself. Like, I know what I like. I'm not. And then, no, I couldn't because I was scared. So then people were always like, you're a lesbian. And I was like, no, I'm not. Because I'm very open about, like, I'm open. There's no such thing as TMI with me. Like, everything about me, I will talk about. So I would be very open about my relationships and every detail in my relationship. People would ask me questions about, like, what me and my man would do. And I was like, oh, I don't do that. And they were like, what do you mean you don't do that? Like, that's your boyfriend. And I was like, oh, no, we don't do that. And then people were like, why? And I was like, because ew. I was like, why would I want to do that? And they would be like, you don't like, and I was like, no, never. And then that's when people were like, oh, she's fruity. And then I was like, no, I'm not. Like, no, I'm not. And then every single man I've ever dated in my life looks like a girl. Looks like a girl. So much to the point that people were literally like, you're lying to me. That's a girl. And I would be like, no. So what happened? Basically, yeah, everybody was just calling me a lesbian. Like, I don't know what was up with that. Then I started really questioning myself this last summer. Because I got on this game. This is so random. This is like the most randomest way anything has ever happened in my life before. But let's just face it, everything in my life is random. So I got on IMVU. If you don't know what IMVU is like it's like Sims and Discord combined into one. It's like Sims, like you create a little avatar or whatever, but then you get to talk to like random strangers on there. So I found these lesbian rooms where it was like everybody in there was just like lesbians. So I don't know how.
Say that. Repeat it to people. I've got another live up. And don't make me explain how TikTok works. I really can't be bothered. Well, I'd hope he wouldn't. Right, you open TikTok to watch some funny videos because you're not doing anything else right now with your life. Like, it's the same scenario except I'm getting paid for it. So, and interacting with it is just gonna get more shown up on your For You page. I haven't just had 13 views the whole live, but I, again, don't need to explain myself to random people on TikTok. They're probably not even gonna sit around and listen. So. Yeah, you'd wish I was getting that. Again, you just completely ignored what I just said. Ugh. See the hate they're commenting, it's just like doubled my views. About to block all of them. 3k followers. I'm not trying to brag because people have got like millions on here, but I have a 300k account, which that's not crazy for TikTok whatsoever, but laughing at my 3k followers, assuming this is my only account, is a little bit odd. Yeah, it's the only thing I do.